Here we go. It's 40 on this road. Floor it. Yeah, baby. Now there is drive mode. There is 3 different drive modes on this van. Eco, normal, and sport. And all it does is it kicks in the motor a little bit faster, and it's just shorter gas pedal. Listen to that engine roar. What a beautiful piece of machinery. This is my 2023 Toyota Sienna base model. This is my van. I've owned this van for over a year and a half. I bought it for $34,300 in November of 2022. If you remember this era in used car markets, it was crazy. Used cars were in such demand during COVID. Well, in California, COVID, I mean, we had COVID for like 3 years, longer than anybody else. But during that time, cars were sky high. Used cars were so expensive, they were hitting the base model of new cars. For example, I looked up a Toyota Corolla base model, and I believe that specific car and that specific trim sets the standard. It is a benchmark for all car prices. If you look at the MSRP of a brand new Toyota Corolla, you can determine what you should spend on a used car for any brand, any car. It sort of is the car barometer for prices. This is not a Corolla, it's a Sienna. We wanted a Sienna because we knew it would run forever. It never dies. My sister bought a 2006 Corolla and has done nothing to it other than general maintenance. It has been fine. Okay, the price of a Corolla sets the standard. So when car prices were crazy high, why wouldn't everybody just go buy a Toyota Corolla MSRP base model? But also what was happening is dealers, new car dealers, were jacking the prices up on new vehicles. For example, this car was $34,300. The dealer that I bought it from didn't mark up the price. They said with this massive banner on the freeway, MSRP. What's the catch? Well, the catch is they have a wait list. And to get on the wait list, you have to trade in a vehicle. So I bought a piece of junk Sienna, like a 1999 Sienna. It's on my channel. And from Craigslist, it was like $1,700. And I traded that in. But the catch was the wait list was 9 months long. And I wasn't the longest in the country. There's other dealers at that time that had a longer wait list than that. So that was the catch. But they did sell me a base model Toyota Sienna for MSRP. Not a penny more. No haggle pricing. I did ask for them to reduce the price. Of course they said no. This now has 19,300 miles on it, and nothing's gone wrong. It's perfect. It's a Toyota. It is very durable, not the most luxurious thing in the world, very practical, but look at it. What else could you want? It's got power doors, power windows, keyless entry. You do have to pull the fob out of your pocket to unlock the door. That's kind of annoying. So it doesn't have proximity sensor, but it's got power mirrors, everything you would want in a minivan, except for luxury, for $34,000. I know people that are buying Teslas for like 50-something thousand dollars and talking about the gas savings. This is $34,000. And this will sell, I don't know how much it's worth right now. This is absolutely insane. I just looked it up on Kelley Blue Book as I'm editing, and it looks to me like the van has increased in value. I'm not kidding. It's more valuable with 20,000 miles on it than it was brand new. That is absolutely insane. That's crazy. it'll sell for close to that. It only depreciates so much because they're in such high demand on the used market. Why would anybody buy anything other than a Toyota? You tell me. Put it in the comments section. It is the #1 company by far, better than Hyundai and Honda. I get it, there's a reliable cars. Kia is pretty reliable as well. But why wouldn't you go for the best? Why do you want to break down on the side of the road and call a tow truck? These cars are bulletproof. They're a little bit cheaper made. Like, this is plastic. This is plastic. And then back here, this is plastic. You would never know. Like, the finish on it is seamless. Like, you cannot tell that there are plastic pieces on this car. Like, this whole panel is plastic. Oh yeah, the bumpers are plastic, and this is plastic. The roof, oddly, is metal, so that's weird. But it is so durable. It is incredible. I mean, we don't really park it in the sun every day, so that's why the blacks, after a year and a half, still look pretty good. I can show you around. This car, it's a miracle. I mean, I don't understand why everybody doesn't buy Toyota. I get it. Like, I used to drive these old Oldsmobiles back in college. They were just so plush, so beautiful. Even the locks themselves. Look, the locks are annoying. They're harsh. Okay, I get it. They're harsh. This van is not luxury at all. It is so base model. Everything about it, the textures, the plastic everywhere, even the road noise, as you heard on the freeway. I mean, look how noisy this is. Watch. It's so clicky. And you even pop the gas cap. Look at this. Watch this. It's very base model. Nothing special. Why is my auto? Oh, there we go. I mean, it's pretty. And then again, this is plastic. The reason you can tell this is plastic is look at this. This is one piece. This is the whole thing. And you can kind of see right there the little cut. It's right here. It's cut. It's plastic. This whole thing is plastic, which means it's lighter. Oh, I'm missing the power button here, which is a bummer because it's so hard to close this thing when it's hot. When it's hot out, these compressed, whatever they're called, they get really hard to close. You can see I have a dash cam here. The most popular dash cam. It's pretty cool. All right, so like when you close this, it's pretty solid. I mean, this van's gonna last for a long time. Let me climb up here. You can tell this is metal. The whole thing is metal, which I don't understand why it's metal. This I think is plastic. Actually, no, this is metal. So they have like, the door is made of multiple different materials. What's different about the new vans is you can't open this rear window. You can see here, very, very nice. Everything still works perfectly fine. The dealer that worked on my rotations for all those years, they scratched every single lug nut casing right here on the rim, the actual rim. Every single wheel had a giant nick in almost every lug. And I approached the manager about it. He was like, I can't believe the repair guy did that. He was shocked. He said that they have these rubber tipped tools that are supposed to prevent that. Well, the guy wasn't using them. I don't know how many cars he had damaged. I was thinking to myself, if I spent $80,000 on a Tacoma and somebody damaged my rims, I would be so mad. But then he just offered to replace all the rims for me. This is not a proximity remote, which is kind of annoying. You got to pull it out of your pocket. Pretty basic remote. And then of course, it's always absolutely impossible to find this little release. Oh, there it is. Here's the engine after 19,000 miles. Not too bad. Lots of electronics. I'll have you peek all the way down there. How's it look down there? Can't really see too much. But yeah, nothing's wrong. I mean, you wouldn't expect anything to be wrong after 20,000 miles, but here's the inverter, the motor. Listen how it sounds when I close. There's a lot of trucks. Here comes another truck. It's a Friday at 2:30. Let's floor it. The engine sounds so small and struggling, but because it has a motor next to it, it's not bad. There's a highway patrol right there. Yeah. What does the pickup truck F-250 highway patrol do that the other highway patrol doesn't do? I think they pull over trucks, tractor trailers, semis. Oh, there's a Cybertruck. All right, so where I am in California, every other car is a Tesla. It is absolutely insane. I'm not even joking. There are so many Teslas, sometimes people lose their car in the parking lot and they have to use their beep thing to even find it because there's so many of the same color, same model. Look how many Tesla, look at this, there's two right there. Every other car is a Tesla in this area. Everybody's an engineer. It's peer pressure. It's peer pressure. I mean, I wouldn't mind having one, but they're expensive. In fact, the used market right now for Teslas, I heard, is dropping. I haven't really checked the history. You can get one in the 20s, but a lot of the Teslas are in the 30s. However, when you buy a brand new Tesla, a lot of people spent 50 or 60 because when they first are released, Tesla only sells the highest, most expensive version. That's my 2023 Sienna story. I have some really exciting news about the channel. Like I mentioned in my last video, I now have a dealer license. Here's the big news. I got approved on a platform to buy cars at wholesale, which means I can purchase pretty much any car that I want, sales tax free, and then sell it. I will be buying a lot of cars on this channel. If you have not subscribed, you must subscribe because you will find I'm buying cars like crazy. You're gonna see me fix cars, clean cars. I'm gonna have a repair guy. I'm gonna have a detailer. And I'm gonna have a rotation of cars. I'm gonna buy the very coolest, possibly the most broken, starting probably the most cheap that I can find, build my business into something. So you're jumping in right at the right time. I'm right around 975 subscribers. So if you jump in, you'll be one of the first. Join me at Guy's Garage. I hope you'll subscribe for my very next episode. I hope to buy my very first car very soon. The auction starts on Monday. So keep your ears open, I guess, and bookmark me and save me and subscribe to me so that I can grow this channel and keep buying the things that I love most, which is my addiction, my cars. Until next time, I'll see you later.